The first reactions to the Borderlands movie are, well, there's really no other way to put this. They're terrible, and its Rotten Tomatoes rating is unbelievably bleak. Eli Roth's adaptation of the wildly popular series of video games initially made its way onto the review aggregator with a debut of 0%, although as of the making of this video, that's risen ever so slightly to 3%.
I want people to go, that is the best time I've had in a movie theater in years.
Sorry, Eli, but critics were pretty unequivocal in their assessment of Borderlands. It's a bad movie. David Fear wrote for Rolling Stone, "It's not a movie for critics, as the saying goes, nor is it suitable for consumption by most gamers, film lovers, or 99% of carbon-based life forms." William Bibbiani of The Wrap agreed, saying, "The biggest problem with Eli Roth's Borderlands isn't that it's bad, it's that it's not interesting enough to be bad. It's mass-produced pabulum." Looper's own Cynthia Vinnie joined the chorus of detractors, writing, "The movie feels like a string of sequences in a video game, but since you're not playing, it feels tedious instead of inspired, dull instead of gripping." To say critics didn't mince words about Borderlands would be a severe understatement. As Matt Datato at IGN Movies put it, "Borderlands is a catastrophic disappointment that plays like hacked-to-pieces studio slop, betraying everything fans adore about Gearbox Software's franchise in derivative, regrettable fashion." Over at the Daily Beast, Nick Shager was even more pointed, writing, "Borderlands is so drearily routine and slapdash that even an AI would deem it too plagiaristic." Barry Hertz at Globe and Mail had a veritable laundry list of complaints, writing, "Tonally messy, narratively janky, and slathered with pasted-over narration that reeks of creative indecision. The film is an embarrassing affair for even the most hardcore of gamers." Vicky Jessop for the London Evening Standard was much more direct, writing, "Is Borderlands the worst film of the year? It's definitely in contention, so laughably bad in fact that it feels like being catapulted back to a time when video game adaptations were a byword for mediocrity." Two other critics brought Marvel movies into the conversation. Dan Jolin of Empire magazine quipped, "Borderlands so wants to be Guardians of the Galaxy, but it doesn't come close." Jake Kleinman at Inverse echoed that sentiment, writing, "In an age of CGI slop, Borderlands gets points for crafting a vibrant post-apocalypse setting. It's just a shame it all adds up to Guardians of the Galaxy with the worst jokes."
It's Pete. It's Pete. Why don't you think it's called Piss Wash?
Variety's Peter DeBrug compared it to a much more recent Marvel film, saying, "When done right, such biting self-parody can serve to excuse tired storytelling. Alas, Borderlands arrives so close on the heels of Deadpool and Wolverine that it feels like a belly flop to that film's cannonball." Those familiar with the video game, like Collider critic Taylor Gates, say that the film felt hollow in comparison. Gates wrote, "It's just disappointing that the source material has so much more to offer in terms of its layered characters and complicated themes of trauma and survival that the film seems either uninterested in or incapable of tapping into." If nothing else, Borderlands brought peace and unity to critics from all over the world and from a dizzying array of publications, all of whom soundly declared that they really don't like this movie.
God, I hate this planet.
Many critics simply felt sorry for Oscar winner Cate Blanchett, like Tim Grierson of Screen International, who wrote, "In her chameleonic career, Cate Blanchett has donned many guises, but never before she had the chance to be a gun-toting, ass-kicking action star. Sadly, Borderlands is an unworthy vehicle for her swaggering performance."
How are we gonna get through this?